Hello guys, Mbappe gave a scandalous interview. Chelsea and Atletico made amazing comebacks and Liverpool found an expensive replacement for Salah. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get started right now. Manchester United have sacked their sporting director Dan Ashworth. He only worked at the club for 5 months and the Red Devils paid Newcastle £3 million for his transfer. Yeah, of course, I feel at home. I signed for the club 5 years ago, but it's only my 3rd season and I'm enjoying everything. The players, the staff and the fans. I feel at home. So of course, why not? William Saliba said. Botafogo became the champion of Brazil for the first time since 1995 and for the 3rd time in history. This team did a golden double as they also won the Copa Libertadores this season. Cole Palmer has scored 100% of his penalties in the Premier League. 12 penalties, 12 goals scored. This is a record in league's history. Barcelona will appeal the red card of Hansi Flick, who is set to miss the next 2 La Liga games. West Ham announced that striker Mikel Antonio underwent surgery after breaking his leg, which he suffered in a terrible car accident. For the first time under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal have conceded at least 1 goal in 6 consecutive away matches. Milan head coach Paulo Fonseca could be suspended for 1 game for openly criticizing referees in a press conference after the game against Atalanta. Real Madrid talent Endrick has no intention of leaving the club in the winter in search of more game practice, but may look at options for a loan in the summer if the situation does not change. Real Madrid have confirmed that Ferland Mendy suffered a right quadriceps injury in the game against Girona. He will miss about a month. Cristiano Romero suffered another injury in a match against Chelsea after just returning on the pitch after a previous injury. Thiago Alcantara will return as assistant to Hansi Flick, but this time Barcelona will sign a full contract with him. Alphonso Davies and Kingsley Coman have hamstring injuries. Both will not play against Shakhtar in the Champions League. Bayern has forever cemented the 5th playing number for legend Franz Beckenbauer. This was announced at a meeting of the club's shareholders. Arsenal and Liverpool will battle for Palmeiras' 18-year-old since-back Victor Reyes in the summer. Real Madrid was also interested in him. Alexander Zinchenko missed the match against Fulham due to injury. Ricardo Calafiori and Gabriel are still recovering. Fiorentina have won 8 consecutive Serie A matches for the first time since 1960. This is a club record. Real Madrid winger Rodrigo has recovered from injury and returned to training. He is ready to play against Atalanta. Last season, I had the pressure of being the new N'Golo Count. That affected me a lot, but when I put that behind me, I started to focus only on helping my team and proving that I am worth what they paid for my transfer. Moises Caicedo admitted it. Juventus defender Andrea Cambiaso is out for several weeks with ankle injury. Liverpool and Tottenham have joined the race for Shakhtar's attacking midfielder Georgi Sudakov, who is estimated at €15 million. Jamie Vardy is the 2nd oldest player to score an assist in the Premier League match. 37 years, 332 days versus Brighton, only behind Brian Giggs in December 2011. 38 years, 22 days versus Fulham. Arsenal have scored 20 goals from set pieces, excluding pence in the Premier League in 2024. They are joint most in a calendar year in the competition, also 20 in 2009. Milan owner Gary Cardinali has considered selling the club. He is dissatisfied with the state of affairs and wants his money back. Tottenham and Chelsea play the absolute best game of the week. It all started with very funny mistakes by Mauro Cucurella, who slipped twice, and the Spurs had 2 successful attacks by the 11th minute. After that, Cucurella ran to change his boots and started playing completely differently, and the old boots were simply thrown away in the trash bin. Then Chelsea not only recovered in an incredible way, but also won 3 points. Palmer scored a brace from the penalty spot. Ansi Fernandes extended his scoring streak to 6 games in a row, and Jadon Sancho created Chelsea's 2nd goal. Chelsea moved into clear 2nd place, 4 points behind Liverpool. Will Maresco's team be able to fight for the title? Write your opinions in the comments. Arsenal scored again after a corner, but at the same time, the Gunners dropped points against Fulham, who took an early lead thanks to Raul Jimenez's goal. Another crazy comeback was made by Atletico Madrid, who are now just 3 points behind Barcelona. Diego Simeone's team were trailing Sevilla 3-1, conceding a 3rd goal in the 57th minute. But the Calcanitas were saved by into 1 Griezmann brace and a magical long-range shot from Samuel Linao. The crisis at Manchester City will affect the club's personnel policy. Apparently, the team is waiting for very big changes in the next 2 transfer windows. As reported by El Nacional, City is planning to release several players at once. We are talking about the experienced Kyle Walker, as well as Jack Grealish, Matheus Nunes and James McAtee. Previously, it was reported that the Citizens were considering Bayer Leverkusen fullback Jeremy Frimpong for Walker's position, and the club also had an idea to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool. In central midfield, the club is monitoring Samuel Samuel Lerici, Adam Wharton, Tijani Reinders and Martin Zubimendi, while Nico Williams and Omar Marmash could replace Grealish. Arsenal's search for a new striker continues as Gabriel Jesus disappoints everyone in London, and the Gunners want to find a replacement urgently. The club's new goal is Brighton scorer João Pedro, who has attracted the attention of top clubs with his bright game and performance. The Gunners are ready to pay from 55 to 65 million euros for the Brazilian forward. It is expected that this amount will satisfy the Seagulls. Liverpool have almost agreed on a new contract with Mohamed Salah, but the club is still exploring all options and preparing for the Egyptian's possible departure. The Reds have an eye on young Juventus midfielder Kenan Yildiz, who is enjoying an excellent season in Serie A as a potential replacement at Anfield. Yildiz is considered a very promising player, but Juventus will not let him go for less than 80 million euros. Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappé gave an extensive interview to Click, where he revealed that he did not give up playing for France last month. No France call-up in November, that was the coach's decision. I can't tell you why. I'm sorry. I wanted to play, but the coach decided, and I respect it. There's nothing more important to me than the French national team. Mbappé also commented for the first time on the scandal he was involved in while in Sweden. Sweden case? I'm not concerned. I don't feel involved at all. Before I left the restaurant, there was this photo. Everyone sent me messages. Lots of journalists were there. I don't know how they knew I was there. I used to be in love with a woman, but not anymore. I hope to be in love again. In addition, according to Mbappé, the PSG owner never persuaded him to stay and always understood the choice in favor of Real Madrid. The Emir told me to my ear, "They are all looking at us, thinking I'm making you an offer to stay now. But no, chase your dream. Thank you for everything." My relationship with the Emir, they have always been at the top with him. At PSG, I had problems with certain people because I was fighting for my rights. But I should have shown more love to PSG fans. I never had a problem with them. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to High Sports News. Have a great week.